Good morning, it's naturopath Eric Backer from New Zealand, author of Candida Crusher. Thanks for checking out my video today, another case history presentation. This is another one from my book, Candida Crusher. I'm just going to read out some story here so you can get a picture of this guy, and then I'll explain a little bit about this man. So this guy's called Kevin, and he's 47 years of age. He's a laid-back guy who likes bourbon and coke with his best friend, enjoys football and going out hunting for pigs whenever he can. He drives a big logging truck. He's a really big guy, big heavy-set guy, and he's involved in felling trees as well. This guy's huge. He weighs over 300 pounds and stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. I enjoyed our consultations very much because Kevin's got a great sense of humour and he makes good impersonations of different well-known people. He's quite a character, in fact, a little bit like Jim Carey. He's a laugh a minute, this guy. But he was keen to get rid of his jock itch, so he had bad jock itch that he had for as long as he could remember. The itch was affecting his sex life because his wife was not very happy in him getting close, in case she caught it as well, she said to him. So his primary motivating factor was that he wanted his sex life back, and he was very keen to do whatever it takes. So people with very strong PMF, or primary motivating factors, often have the best results when it comes to Candida because they've got a strong reason why they want to get rid of this infection. In many cases it could be to improve their relationship. In other cases it could be to improve the quality of their life. They could have brain fog, or they could have diarrhea or constipation, or they could have really bad toenail fungus and they're embarrassed with their feet. So if the motivating factor is high, then the attitude is going to be different if the motivating factor is low. So if you're keen to do something, you will do it regardless of the circumstances. Right? So Kevin was not changing his underclothing daily, and he was perspiring a lot in the cab of his truck. I discovered that lots of sweating is quite a common thing with fermentation dysbiosis. So you may want to check out my other video on what fermentation dysbiosis is. So people who have bad yeast infection will often perspire. They'll get hot, they'll bloat, they'll have gas, they'll burp. All this fermenting is quite normal with high sugar consumption and a lot of yeast internally. So his takeout diet and copious amounts of Coca-Cola that consumed 2 litres a day, they weren't helping either. So my instructions were him to stop drinking all those silly soda drinks and to just drink water, or water that was flavoured with a little bit of lemon juice and a few drops of grapefruit seed extract in it every day. We changed his diet, and he was to eat a kebab or salad and chicken for lunch instead of McDonald's drive-through. Kevin also was placed on the Candida antifungal product that I developed up. Because he's a big guy, I had him on 6 tablets a day. I also put him on some digestive enzymes and some probiotic. He was to buy 2 to 3 dozen pair of new cotton briefs and to change twice daily after each shower. So having the shower in the morning and a shower before bed at night. He also started to shower, regularly when he was at his office. If he'd go to the depot, he could have a shower there as well when he came back. And he applied tea tree oil cream to the affected areas after his shower routine. The hardest thing though for Kevin, like a lot of guys, was to give up the bourbon and coke because every time he watched football with his friends, he'd have a big bag of potato chips and a lot of bourbon and coke. He would often drink those ready mixes in a can. So he found that it did affect his friendships with some of his closest friends, but he really wanted the relationship to improve with his wife. So he did, over time, cut the bourbon and coke right out for a while. And he even started to shave, which was amazing. So this guy transformed. It took several months. But I can say that it took 5 months for the jock itch to clear. But the other thing I like in Kevin's case, it's become a continual personal habit to improve his standard of hygiene. He's been shaving, he's been washing himself quite thoroughly now with a good antibacterial soap. He's been using tea tree oil soap. He's had his hair cut. He's even cut a lot of his chest hair and his pubic hair sort of right down but the big breakthrough I think with him was the improvement in the relationship. This really improved with his wife, and this was more than enough motivation for him to keep his Coca-Cola intake down and his personal hygiene up. So the great thing about my job is to watch people change. The whole life will change. Their attitude changes. Their health changes. It's a fantastic position to be in, to see people improve so much. So if you can relate to Kevin, if you like drinking lots of alcohol, Coca-Cola, eating bad foods, you're a big person, you perspire a lot, you need to make these kind of changes, to your lifestyle and to your diet. And take a good antifungal product or a range of good products if you want to really get a long-term effect. And it will change your whole life. Thanks for tuning in.